This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
This is an unbelievable, I don't even want to call it a sport. I'm going to call it a barbaric action because you would have seen it on social media. It is everywhere. And Fitz, you and I have spoken about this. It's called Run It. Run It Straight. And the idea is the participants, they're sort of 20 metres apart. One has a footy under the arm. A lot of these guys are big Islander guys, and they run directly straight at each other. They run as fast as they can, 20 metres out, and the amount of head clashes, concussions, people being knocked out is really jarring to watch. At the start, when I saw this on social media, I thought this is maybe something that people were doing like after footy training just as a...
God,
it's confronting to watch.
It is confronting because concussion in professional sports is such a huge debate now at the moment. And we're seeing some of these guys, rugby league players, later in life having brain problems.
Yeah,
and this
are.
is the thing, deteriorating very, very quickly. So I don't know how they get away with this
why
stuff.
don't they have helmets on to start with? Like, if you're going to do it, a doctor has come out and spoken about the dangers, obviously, to the body, but the brain, there's no such thing as a tough brain. You can have a tough exterior and muscles and bulk, but you can't have a tough brain. That's the problem here.
Someone died.
Yes, an 18-year-old boy has died after taking taking part in Run It Straight. So there's a group out of Melbourne doing it, but obviously it's out of NZ. I don't know if anyone's doing it here in Sydney. 13 24 10. If you know anything about Run It.
See, I read an article once years ago and it explains a lot about young men. Did you know that the brain and the ability to make rational, good decisions doesn't kind of properly kick in the male brain, in the male body, until late 20s?
Yeah, like 26 onwards, isn't it?
And it's not even, So that part of the brain just isn't there. So these guys may not even be going, I am putting my life on the line here.
Yeah.
It might not even occur to them because they're not, that they haven't developed that yet. The decision is extraordinarily dangerous.
Yeah, but when you play professional sport, you will do anything in your power to get back out in the field, and it does not. Like, I mean, there's a level of bravado that you have that you're like, we're totally fine. Little do you know, I mean, if you interviewed a lot of ex-footballers and asked them, would have you put your body through that pain again? I dare say a majority of them would say no.
So that's the level of maturity that's missing when they step out as young men weighing 130 kilos, running as fast as they can, into 130 kilos running the other way. Jesus. A doctor's come out and they said, are you surprised by this? He speaks on behalf of HeadSafe. And he said, this activity is designed to create brain injury. He said, I'm not surprised, though. In the same way people thought 2,000 years ago that going down to the Colosseum on a Saturday afternoon to watch some Christians being fed to the lions sounded like a good day out. I think people are now just coming back to the basics of having two beasts running at each other to see what the result is.
Oh, my God.
UFC's the same. A lot of people will say, well, UFC has become such a huge sport now. It's the fastest growing sport in the world.
But you would say that there is a different level of skill, athleticism.
Yeah, but you're still rocking the brain, mate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Call it boxing, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
You're right. It's a hot topic when you talk about brain injury in sport. And the AFL in particular, I mean, they've cleaned it up in terms of head knocks and time on the bench required and how to protect the players on the field, even those going for the ball.
They've had to because now there's legal issues with it.
So that's a big one. But Run It Straight.
The NFL is the other big one, the gridiron over there as well. There's a lot of lawsuits that are happening at the moment with ex-players who are damaged permanently now from playing the game.
And they also think with the NFL that it's even more dangerous when they do have helmets on because they feel like they're completely bulletproof.
It's not just sport either. Tom celebrated 16 years at Nova yesterday, and what you've done to your brain in that 16 years, Tom.
Oh, my God.
Oh, absolute brain rot for me.
And it is.
I tell you what, as as a mother, I'm just glad that my two sons are both running in the same direction when I say dinner's ready.
Yes.
Because otherwise there is going to be
Yep.
problems.
We're going to do a Run It on air next. We're looking for someone that weighs 130 kilos to have a crack at Tom Ivy. We'll see what the result is.
Thank you.
That's not
Fingers crossed.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.